We're making wings today because, well, I've always wanted wings and I finally got wings, and they're bat wings because I'll be doing a vampire costume, so why not? This is it before painting it. I'll be doing a spray paint on it, then I'll spray some ما ادري شو اسمه اصلا بالانجليزي ورنيش varnish. I don't know, like a clear coat over it after I paint it. I did not paint it yet, obviously, because it's brown, but I really love it so far. I'm not done with it yet, but yeah, that's it before painting. Yep. To make this fabulous, really easy, cheap as hell wing, this is what you'll need. A coat hanger, two sheets of the I don't know what size this is. I think it's 2 millimeters. Two of them. Some rubber bands. Glue. Something to cut with. And coffee. Coffee. So what I'm gonna do is very simple. Started with the coat hanger. I separated it into this simple shape. And to get this part really tight, here's what I'm gonna do. This will help me always know where my middle part is. I'm gonna keep it a little separated. And as for these two parts, try your best to straighten this. Though it's gonna be covered. This part, even though it's rigged, it's going to be covered up like this. Now as for this part, okay, I winged it. I winged a wing, okay? So in this part, I don't know how big this is, around like, let's get my big ass ruler here. So I got about 4 centimeters. That's around 2 inches. Whoa. Okay, we got around 4 centimeters here. So that's what I'm going to do over here. I'm only gonna bend it around 4 centimeters, which is around here. Just gonna use this again and just press it so I can make a part so I can know where I'm going to bend it. Now as for the bending part, now here's why I made them really tightly close to each other, because I'm lazy. I'm just gonna do this, okay, bend it over. Okay, now I've got a little bend. I'm gonna bend each one separately. Keep flopping it around. I'm just trying not to hurt myself as I do this. And voila, we've got ourselves it bended. Okay, kind of separate it now like this. This is the shape we want. this is the shape that we really want to start with. You can change this part if you want to, either keep it straight or change it up like I did here. I like it, so I'm going to do this here too. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it back in just by bending it by hand, just moving it around. Now, why I chose this foam, because it's really easy to work with and it's really okay to bend around. That means after I make it, I can just bend it around depending on how I want the wings to look on top of me, if they're like spread out or not. But you won't have much control over this part, because as you can tell, I just glued it as it is. You cannot separate this, but you can pull it in just a little bit to give the wing a little more volume, if you know what I mean. Like if you do this as more like oomph or like more three-dimensional, and when you spread it out all the way, it's more straight and more flat, I could say. I like my wing to have a little bit of more of a boost or like more shape to it, because it just looks nicer. Okay, what we'll do is that we'll fold it over, then I'm gonna cut it. Okay, so it's not gonna be like 100% symmetrical on both sides, but it will still look nice. Now what I did, to be more exact, is I think I went over a bit to this side. Okay, and I'm gonna mark it up because, well, I want to mark it up. So what I'm gonna do is, after I put it in, I'm gonna mark where this is so I can apply some glue right now.
So what I'm going to do here now is, well, I'm going to put the coat hanger in, and give it a quick fold, as you can see, from here to the other side. But that's not enough. Just mark where it is, so you can apply glue. That's good enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the wing a little extra so that, well, I can give it an extra floppy point. So on this one, this part is kind of floppy because it did not want like a hard edge. I wanted something like if I bumped into someone, they wouldn't be hurt. I'm using is, well, contact cement. المهم بالعربي ايش اسمه؟ غرز سجاد. Cheers. Way better than a Well, now this has dried up a bit. You can even take a peek and look inside. It's quite dry. Okay, sorry, that did not go well, but that's fine. I can start cutting now. What I've done is, well, again, I'm not using any stencils or anything. I'm just freehanding it. What I've done is just I drew the shape I wanted and then I cut off the foam thingy. So I'm gonna start with the other side now. Since we've already cut this side, I have now what I can call it. Could I call this a stencil? I don't think I could, but anyway, now I've got one. Goes this way, so we're just gonna flip it over and redraw it on the other side. Okay, so I fixed it out off camera by adding this part. I just rolled it over and stuck each side. It looks ugly, kind of ugly from the back, but I'm fine with that. I'm gonna keep this side as the front side. Yes. So now we're gonna work on the back of the wing. What we'll do is the same as I did with the first wing, which is, well, we're gonna have to make a strap for it to hold on to our back and not flip around. So for it to not flip around, we need to have it held from 2 points. The first point is here, where I did a simple knot over here, and the second point is here. I just made like a hole where the rubber band can go through freely and move around freely, and so this would be comfortable to wear to a costume party or just wear it for a long time without falling apart. You could either use the same foam again, or you could either use the same foam again, or you could just use some rope and stick it in there. Or if you'd like to, you could poke a hole in it and have the strand go through the hole. It would look cool, but I did not want to do it for mine because I wanted mine to look super slick and super like soft like this. I just did not want to have any holes on it. If you want to make it more gore, you could just add holes in there, like poke holes in there, and that would look super cool. But I did not want that on my wing. Okay, so I'm gonna start doing it on this side now. What I did before, well, I put it on me to check where will the rubber band actually stop, or where it will meet the where my body, and well, I put it on myself basically and just looked at it and just guessed where it would look best for the rubber band. It's about 4 centimeters here, which is, the heck is 4 centimeters? Why can't I just, it's about 2 inches, which is about, well, and 5.5 centimeters, which was perfect for me. I cut out earlier this small ribbon, also from the same foam, which is about okay, so it's 5 millimeters. Now, back to this. I do not know the size that I cut off, so I'm just gonna wing it, see how much it is, and I'll tell you. So here's how I did it. I got 2 pins right over here. I fold it over to how much of a hole I want. About this much is enough, so I'm gonna give it a little extra. I'm gonna poke where the hole should end, which is about here. Push it through, and we'll cut that out. I'm gonna do the same thing. 5.5. Okay, where's my pen? I mark this with a pen. Pretend we're professional. Do it to this other side too. Almost. It's about this. Let's mark that out. Okay. Just a little bit of glue all over. As for the pins, how I'll glue them is, well, first I'll separate them like this so they wouldn't stick to each other. Then apply the glue on the inner sides, and when I stick them on, I'm gonna stick them on like rubber bands. I'm gonna start with one side, then the other side, then push them in. That's how they're supposed to look like when I put them in. I don't know if you can see this or not. Where's my camera? Okay, I hope you can see this. As it's on the pin. Whoa. Okay, so here's how I'll do it. It's a little tricky, so I hope you can actually see this. I don't have anything that I could use because, well, last time I did this off camera. What I'll do is first I'll remove this off of the pin. Okay, since it's off, I'm just gonna carefully grab this, put the first side on, just stick it in there. Okay, then I'm gonna do this, then stick the other side on, press it. Well, this is so good. This is very good, because when I did it the first time, I did it like next to my face. It wasn't that far away. I'm reaching my arms full out. I cannot reach any further than this, so it's kind of hard to try to look through the mirror to see my phone screen to do this. Like, that was extra hard. Okay, so how to actually bring it through. First of all, we're gonna do some cuts in here. Do one over here. Another one over here. Okay, and through those as well. Whoa, and that's in. Then I'm gonna flip it over here, give it a quick knot so it would stay in place and not run around. Now that's done. Gonna give it a knot here. just a really quick knot because I'm too lazy. Voila, got your first hand thingy. Okay, so I'm keeping these knots here instead of hiding them like I did here, where I just put them at the back, though they're still pretty clear to be seen, but like they're out of the way because, well, I've done these to my size. Well, these will probably get changed because they're not for me, these are for my friends, and we're done. I could just go and spray and paint them and I'm done. I have two wings. I made 2 wings. Each one of them took me 2 hours, but that's it. That's how you make your own wings. I'm gonna go spray paint them or go to bed. I'm not sure. Once I'm done, I'll probably just put a picture here.